He's got to get between these two, both fighting for playoff positioning out west. Nuggets have won their last 9 games against the Warriors. How would it go in this one? Late first quarter. Look at that no look. Woo. Sweet. To Russ, who gets the lay-in. What a dime by Jokic. Nuggets up 10. Later in the quarter, Warriors down by 1. Stephen Curry for 3. Warriors go up 2. Next Warriors possession. Look at Steph. Dancing, moving around. Oh, you're not going to stop that. Attacking the paint. Yeah, get fired up. Warriors up 6 at halftime. Early third. Michael Porter Jr., Nikola Jokic for 3. Nuggets down 5. Trying to come back. Jokic here. Another 3. 33 points, 12 boards, 9 assists on the night. Near triple-double. Nuggets down 2. The Warriors swinging it around. Guy Santos the miss. Steph going to come back for 3. Warriors up 15 on the Nuggets. How about more Steph, right? Splits a double team. Gets to go plus the foul. Had 36 on the night with 7 threes. He was just everywhere. Look at this right here. There was a 3 there. And then getting it to go there. Plus the foul. Would make the free throw. Had 36 on the night. Warriors win 118-104. First win since 2022.
Okay, Malika, I see the fit and a little Dre interview. Good stuff. Can't wait to see that. Sticking with Golden State, the Warriors are 12-0 this season when Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Moses Moody, Brandon Podziemski all start. The Warriors are also 18-2 this season when Curry and Butler both play. Yesterday, Stephen A. had this to say about Chef Curry. Take a listen, y'all.
I believe that the greatest fear factor that exists in the NBA is Steph Curry. When that brother steps, Molly, when he steps past half court, you're scared. Where's he at? Who got him? When this brother is on, there is no one in the NBA that scares you more than 37-year-old Steph Curry. Nobody.
You know who I'm looking at for this? You agree with him? Who is the most feared player in the NBA? Is it Steph?
I wouldn't go far and say it's Steph Curry. Listen, he's very respectable. Everyone knows Steph Curry, if not the best point guard that ever played the game, right? But I gotta disagree with you right there. And you know who I'm gonna go to? And I know this is not gonna be your favorite, but I'm gonna talk about number 2 over there with the Clipper Nation, baby. I'm going with Kawhi.
You got to be crazy.
I'm going with
I can't believe
Leonard.
you just said
And the reason why is because Kawhi healthy is a total different player.
God.
A total different player. And we talking about offensively. We talking offensively. Yes, Steph Curry is definitely.
Give me the ball. Take the ball from you.
Listen, offensively, Steph Curry. Listen, you know you have to 3-4 guys have to be on him. But Kawhi Leonard, offensively, defensively, you don't want him even near the ball. They're going to sort out Steph Curry defensively, and we both know that. We both know that Steph is definitely a liability on defense. We know that. So we're going to have to build your game plan around protecting him defensively. Kawhi Leonard, offensively, defensively, and the way he carries teams.
Something wrong with you, Marcus.
When he's healthy, he's the best player to be fair of. The best player to be fair of. I'm sorry to say it.
Marcus has had you've had a killer first day.
I'm sorry to say it.
You've been fantastic.
You had to have one L. You couldn't go undefeated today. You had to take an L. That take is an L. I mean, he's
horrible.
And especially on the strength that you just came back from downplaying Nikola Jokic into Kawhi Leonard.
I didn't downplay him. You said top 20. We talking about the top.
Why didn't you respond?
I told you what
the answer was, and I thought I was only going to go at Stephen A. for saying Steph is the most feared. The answer was the guy we just talked about. Perk, you know what, right? It's Nikola Jokic. That is a guy who can win a series on his own.
You're ridiculous.
SGA strikes more fear in the
And so can Kawhi Leonard. Outside of injuries, so can Kawhi.
Can you say outside of injuries?
We have to, because injuries is a part of the game.
Okay. Particularly his game. A huge part of his game. It's like his secret weapon.
Listen, I don't have Perk right now. I can try to make it happen for you.
It's okay. Let him say, I don't need him.
It's okay.
Stay right where you are.
I'm right there.
Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are. It don't matter whether it's here, whether it's here. You going around. Where the hell is he at? What's going on? This is Steph Curry that we are talking about. The minute this brother steps past half court, does he have a limit? Does he have a range that you can definitively look at and say he ain't gonna make that shot? He can literally step past half court, pull up, and you are fearful. This is the one guy, Molly. Hold on. This is the one guy. This is what Steph Curry does. How many times in our lives watching an NBA game have we seen defenders try to block a shot, miss, and say, "Oh, damn," and there you go. You fought one of them, which makes what you said even worse. You got to be Kawhi Leonard. Oh, my God.
What did Perk just say to you, though? You only focus on one side of the ball. Perk just said that to you.
I'm talking about fear.
Yeah.
So a guy,
and
I'm not
two sides of fear.
I'm not taking away from Kawhi being elite as a defender once upon a time.
Yeah, offensive player, too. Offensive player, too.
He's the brother big time. Yeah. Kawhi Leonard, when healthy, is big time.
I'm happy to just hear you say that part. I'm happy to hear you say that part.
I mean it. I only get on him about his lack of availability. That's it. But when you have a guy you have to keep your head on a swivel. When you have guys like J.R. Smith on social media telling stories about how Matthew Dellavedova had to be hospitalized and oxygenated because he had to guard Steph Curry. When you see and hear stories of cats and how they take some time to recover or they dread covering them because of his conditioning, his movement without the basketball, and his marksmanship, the combination of the three. No, what in God's name scares an opponent more than something like that?
Let me ask you a question. Over the course of a series, as we get to the playoffs, are you going to fear Steph in the same way you'll feel other players? Because tonight, I'll tell you who hasn't feared Steph, the Lakers, who are attempting to sweep the Warriors tonight to end that season series.
Okay.
So over the course of a series, can Steph Curry still be that guy that can put the team on his back and win a series?
You're talking about production. I'm talking about ability and the fear factor that comes with, oh, my God, if this guy gets hot. Let's look at the Memphis Grizzlies the other night. Did you see their face when he hit the 5 3-pointers in the first half? Did you see them?
That's like this. Are we surprised anymore?
But what I'm saying is that I'm not talking about what others can do. I'm talking about the way he does it, the combination of his conditioning, his movement, and his marksmanship. There is nothing that scares somebody more like, oh, my God, I got to cover this dude. Is somebody going to help me? We got to cover him by committee. I can't be running around chasing him all day. He'll hospitalize people just off of that alone. This is what we're talking about. How can Kawhi Leonard? Oh, my God. Kawhi Leonard.
You think people are staying up all night?
I'm standing on it.
Oh, my God.
I'm standing on it.
You going to stand on it?
I'm standing on it.
That's your teammate.
I'm standing on it. And I see the work that he put in every day, and I know the love that he had for this game. Kawhi Leonard is on that court.
Okay.
Marcus, let me ask you this. If I polled all the coaches in the NBA and the top players, who would they say? If I took a consensus of everyone. Take both of you out of it.
The player? Or my players?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Uh-huh. Go ahead, man. What's up?
Steph Curry. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't lie to you, baby. I can't.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about here. It's Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
It's Steph Curry we're talking about here.
But
is there a little fear for SGA?
I feel like,
there's got to be some fear for SGA.
No, I'm not respect and a healthy fear, sure. But I'm just talking. I'll use the word petrified.
You mean dread? You're talking about dread.
Listen. In the first quarter,
we know what
if Steph Curry rolls out, let's just say for the sake of argument, first quarter he rolls out, he has 3 3-pointers. You're like, oh, damn. And you're looking. Remember years ago, college basketball, give you a college basketball moment. Duke is playing Georgia Tech. Kenny Anderson, Lethal Weapon 3, Dennis Scott, Brian Oliver, and the boys. And Kenny Anderson comes down, and he just dances on Bobby Hurley. And he dances.